Two teams, two conferences. It's a road game for the Magic in this one. And a Monday night then with the 2K Sports team and the NBA. Welcome, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The Spurs happy to be returning to San Antonio after the road trip, winning their last 3 games. They'd like to make that 4 in a row here tonight.
Well, there's no place like home, Kevin. It's always nice to be in familiar surroundings around those that cheer for you, your family and friends. And home is home. There's no place like it.
Yeah, how about just sleeping in your own bed? You're not flying from city to city, getting in at 3 in the morning and after playing a tough game. So just a lot of advantages in terms of that familiarity when you are home.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Orlando, Dragic is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's West in at the 4 spot.
And boy, how good was Chris Middleton last season? I mean, always a deep shooter who could stretch the floor. He hits the weight room in the offseason and became a much stronger defender. Now, he's one of the more promising 3-and-D guys in the league.
Now, here's Dragic, following the miss by Kemba Walker. Dragic kicks to Valanciunas. Middleton outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dragic with a wide open look. Hits the 3-point bomb. And for Chris Middleton last season, he went up in points, assists, rebounds, but went down in turnovers.
Boy, what an improvement for this young man. A late bloomer. I liked him when he was at Texas A&M, still growing into his body, playing with great confidence, and he can spray that thing from 3. I like his promise.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Dragic. 14 points from him the last game against Boston.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the basketball as well. He did a great job racking up the assists.
Dragic with it, guarded by Walker. Right at the free throw line. No good from Dragic. Spurs have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Can't get it to go. Orlando, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. And a chance now to look at the small forwards who have been dominant this season offensively. The 4th spot held by Kawhi Leonard.
I mean, tremendously gifted athletically. I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
Well, we know the small forward spot is where the bulk of the scoring load rests on most teams. I mean, those players on that list always come through in the scoring department. These guys pack a lot of firepower.
Here's Millsap, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's his first personal foul.
And he isn't the biggest body at 6'8", Clark, but Paul Millsap, very effective.
And part of his being underrated and underestimated, I think, is due to that size. But folks are finally starting to come around. That kind of production he's put up will make that happen.
And the first one drops.
And Millsap with over a 7-foot wingspan and also just a great nose for the ball. He gets you rebounds, blocks, and he leads all power forwards in steals pretty much every season.
Second free throw, no good.
And speaking of Millsap's defense, I mean, he can switch out and cover perimeter players as well. His smaller stature gives him that versatility, but then the long wingspan allows him to still bang with the biggies.
Here's Walker. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. San Antonio again missing. Middleton with it. He's picked up by Walker. Outside Dragic. Leonard with no one around. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
And Walker kicks to Lopez. Millsap a screen. Layup off the pick. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Orlando trailing here. Middleton outside. He dishes it to Leonard. Valanciunas sets a screen for Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Goes up at the stripe. No good from Valanciunas.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Here's Hood. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Millsap a screen. Lopez passes to Thomas. The shot is off. Great D that time from Leonard. The Magic have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Can't get it to go.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Lopez against West. Lopez kicks to Walker. Leonard against Millsap. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Millsap's got his second bucket tonight.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Dragic dishes to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Middleton the pass to Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Magic. West kicks to Leonard. From outside the arc, it drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot. For San Antonio, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Outside, Walker from 18 feet away. And the shot no good, a bit short.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Dragic with it. He's picked up by Millsap. West a screen on Millsap. West right side. Middleton dishes to Leonard. Here's Valanciunas, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well. Shaked and baked with the crossover move, and that's what freed him for the score.
And got him on the wrong foot and then just blew by him.
Pick by West. West setting the pick for Dragic. Leonard on the wing. Here's Valanciunas. Millsap grabs the miss. The Spurs have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Thomas a screen on Middleton. Launches a 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And Paul Millsap, guys, the the numbers on Paul Millsap. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. 3rd in rebounding, and he's 3rd in the league in blocks per game with his physical tools and, of course, that innate timing to send shots away.
Tell you what, man, he has an instinct for how the shot's going to come off.
Antonio making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in. John Lure, he's checked in for the Magic. Matthews comes in for Chris Middleton. There's Dragic with the 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 6 points for Goran Dragic. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against Cleveland.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Walker goes in. Orlando grabs the miss. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And the effort down the stretch, those final few minutes of regulation, you know, that's what they needed, but they were burnt out in the overtime.
Yeah, that's a good call, Greg. I mean, there was a little bit of a letdown for them in OT, and that can happen after you expend so much energy just to force the overtime.
Spurs trail by 4. Plumlee sets the pick for Walker. They need this. Here's Millsap, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Millsap's got 10.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Dragic against Walker. And it's Dragic off the drive. Millsap with the steal. Here's Walker. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the basketball as well. He did a great job racking up the assists.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Now here's Dragic. 6 points for him. 11 feet away. Lure can't hit. San Antonio's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Offensive rebound. Millsap. No good with the layup. Orlando leading. Outside Dragic. Pass to Lure. All sorts of time. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Millsap's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Thomas passes to Walker. He nails it, and we're tied up. Walker's got his 3rd bucket of the night. The Magic have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. While we can, let's have a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who have been the most efficient scorers in the NBA this month. Jonas Valanciunas, 3rd.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
The Magic making a switch here. To the paint. Here's Harkless. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Well, the Spurs just don't go on losing streaks very often, Greg. One perk of being a talented veteran group.
Yeah, how about the Spurs lost 4 games in a row twice last year. Over the last decade before that, Kevin, they had only lost 4 games in a row twice. Unbelievable.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That's good from Harkless.
And you look at the Spurs and how they avoid losing streaks. I mean, most teams losing 4 in a row wouldn't be such a big deal. It's only a big deal for the Spurs because they're so consistent year in and year out.
And he makes both free throws.
And guys, for the Spurs, a big reason they rarely go on losing streaks is that they have no bad. Every other NBA team. Winning for this group is just second nature.
Matthews with it. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. 3-pointer. Rebound, San Antonio.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
Now here's Hibbert. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. 6 to shoot. Releases. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Orlando's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. To the paint, here's Matthews. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Matthews has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Hibbert with the screen. Feeds it to Plumlee. Rejected by Monroe. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Monroe. Shot from the inbound. Jump shot is good. We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter of the game. There's the pick. Wesley Matthews on the wing. Out to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Lure can't hit.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
And he gets the bucket. Lee's got it all tied up now for the Spurs.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
.50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Matthews, no one around him. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. San Antonio's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And a wide open look for Lee. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Magic shooting 45% from the floor since the game got underway. To the middle, here's Harkless. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Down low, here's Hibbert. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Good look. He'll make that one most of the time.
And it's Orlando's ball. The feed now to Monroe. To the right side. Here's Lure. Money from the wing. Lure's got his first points of the game. San Antonio with the ball. Nato. The shot will not go. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Magic lead by 2. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And before the game, we heard from Kemba Walker. He talked about his mentality when he steps out onto the floor.
Play free. Just play like you're playing street ball. Just have fun. Just play the game that you've been playing, forever.
He may be having fun, but I'm not so sure playing street ball is really working out for Kemba, who needs to shoot better than 38% for the Hornets to go anywhere, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. I mean, what might be better than continuing to play the same game you've been playing forever is to take your game to a new level, and that's going to take some discipline. I think Kemba has more than enough talent to be able to do that, but that's his challenge moving forward.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
It's just been a long-range battle for them and one that they're winning right now.
Yeah, sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
We've got Lee, Paul Millsap out there with Robin Lopez. Then it's Jefferson, so that's who San Antonio starts the second with. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Orlando making some changes. Jerome Jordan comes in for Greg Monroe. And it's West in for Matthews. And both free throws good for Jefferson. Orlando's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. West kicks to Middleton. Trains it from 9 feet away. Middleton's got his first 2 points of the night. San Antonio trailing here. Lopez a screen. Dishes to Millsap. The 10-footer. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. Millsap's got 12 points in the game.
And it's just hard to imagine the Spurs without Coach Popovich on the sidelines. He's the longest tenured coach in the NBA and has done so much for this team. Easily one of the best coaches in the history of our league.
Here's Leonard following the basket by Paul Millsap. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Jordan. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
And the Spurs. Actually the longest tenured coach in all of sports right now.
Amazing, Kevin, and he's done it through winning. I mean, the 3rd fastest coach ever to get to 1,000 wins. You compare his numbers with any coach in any sport, and they stack up as Hall of Fame caliber.
Shooting two.
No good on the free throw.
What a performance from Millsap here. He has 12 points and the 1 steal.
And guys, he's been making play after play on both ends of the floor.
No let up in him, and that's mindset. That's not just physical tenacity, but that's a mental tenacity, too, that he brings to the court.
And he sinks the second. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Inside. Got a piece of it.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough. Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Lopez with the steal. Outside, Walker. Goes up the baseline. David West grabs the miss. The Magic have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Houdini, guarded by Walker. Outside, Leonard. West a screen on Millsap. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Lopez. Lee with the steal. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Count the bucket. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Spurs.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
You know what? Can you believe there have been 7 lead changes already, guys?
Wow.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
And again, Kemba Walker. Walker's got 10.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And here on the 2K leaderboard are the teams with the quickest hands in the league. Number 5, the Spurs.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
And the first one at the line is good. The Spurs making a switch here. Hood's checked in, and a switcher also for Orlando. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for West. And so Jordan nails both of them.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Here's Thomas. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Here's Houdini. Jordan the screen. Clock at 6. Here's Houdini. Drops one in from the wing. And the Magic lead by 3. The Spurs have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And Walker kicks to Millsap. Tries again, and he lays it up and in. Millsap's got 5 points in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Middleton. He's coming off a 16-point game against Boston.
That's just tremendous. You'd love to see a smaller player who can mix it up inside and handle himself in the paint area.
And watching Kemba Walker play, so explosive. An undersized floor general, nasty crossover. Really a scorer's mentality, maybe too much of a scorer's mentality to ever be a great assist man.
Here's Leonard following the bucket by the Spurs. A floater, and that's 2 points on the layup. Leonard's got 13. Clarkie talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Here's Hood. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Walker. They get it again. The shot's good from Lopez. Lopez has got his second bucket of the game to go.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
The Machines checked in for the Magic. Dragic comes in for Houdini. San Antonio leading. Outside, Walker. To the wing right side. And out of bounds is the Magic. Will gain possession.
A moment now to see the numbers for Leonard. Averaging about 22 points per, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. And the numbers, while pretty outstanding, I mean, we've now come to expect that from this guy.
Completely in harmony with what his coach is trying to do there. Just a marvelous all-around talent.
Now here's Dragic. He has 6. Middleton. A second chance effort. Rejected by Millsap. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Here are the Magic now. They trail by 1. Outside Leonard. To the inside. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
Kevin, we've got a moment here to take a look at what the Spurs have done as far as NBA stats go over the last month. 3rd in opponent points per game, 3rd in fast break points, and they also show up top 5 in block shots.
And you talk about their ranking in terms of opponents' points per game. They really stifle teams. I mean, they eliminate the easy runouts in transition, and they force you to play 5-on-5 and take difficult shots.
Plumlee is checked in for Paul Millsap. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Plumlee. Plumlee against Leonard. 5 on the clock. Kept alive Orlando. Valanciunas. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And what you have to like out of Valanciunas last season, improved efficiency. The game really, Clark, seemed to slow down for him.
Yeah, he entered the league a little green. I mean, would make a lot of mistakes, but had excellent tools. So with enthusiasm and hard work, you knew it was just a matter of time with him.
Roy Hibbert's checked in for the Spurs. And so he hits both.
And for Valanciunas last year, his offensive production was similar to the year before, but he cut down on his turnovers. He also raised his shooting percentage to a career-high 57%. And that, my friends, is improved efficiency.
Here we go.
The Spurs have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Here's Hood. There's the dish to Walker. Passes it to Hibbert. Back to Walker. Shot clock at 6. Can't capitalize on the good pick.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Now here's Dragic. 6 points for him. And Leonard gets it to go.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Hibbert with a screen for Walker. Fires at the elbow. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Walker's got 6 here in this quarter.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Here's the machine. And the 3 off target.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
And Walker kicks to Thomas, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck, how about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
That's not the visual I was looking for right now, but there have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
He might not get a better look than that all game. You have to get closer to him. He's not going to bite you. Get up in him.
And Walker kicks to Plumlee. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Plumlee's got the game tied up here for the Spurs. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Outside Leonard, uncovered. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Spurs second.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
Dragic against Walker. Floats one up. Hibbert slams it home for the putback. And the Spurs lead by 2.
Well, they've really cranked up the intensity, tracking down those loose caroms, stacking up second-chance buckets in a big pile.
Yeah, and those hustle points are just another reason they're in control.
And we've got a chance now to get caught up on how the standings are looking in the West as we make the push through midseason. You take a look at Los Angeles, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, San Antonio, 8.5 games behind them.
And when I look at San Antonio, they've fulfilled a lot of the promise they showed coming into the season. But they just haven't taken that next leap forward so many thought they might.
I was one of those who was thinking that thought, that they would take a big leap. It's still not too late. No better place to get right and tight than at the postseason.
Now, here's Dragic. 6 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. Once again off the mark, Orlando. San Antonio leading. Jefferson has a wide open look. And that one goes, feeding him with the lead pass. Orlando's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Plumlee with some nice D.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Hibbert with the screen. Five on the clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Fades back. The shot is off. The Magic go the other way with it. And this game, the first chance they've had to see the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, really a rare treat for the fans. The only time they'll get to see this matchup all season.
Inter-conference action here. 2 games in all between these two teams. It'll be fun to watch.
Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Dragic.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
San Antonio with the ball. It's deflected. Stolen by Monroe. Now here's Dragic, the fast break opportunity. They get a hand on it. Here's Matthews. Back to Dragic. Outside Matthews. Kicks to Monroe. Monroe with another miss.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Now here's Hibbert. Back to Jefferson. Nato. He's guarded by Dragic. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. The machine passes to Dragic. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And it was a very public falling out between Goran Dragic and the Suns front office. That was a real tense few weeks there before ultimately he was traded.
And, of course, Dragic was traded to Miami last season. Said he felt betrayed by the Suns front office, which spurred him wanting out of Phoenix and to South Florida.
Yeah, you know what? We'll never know the whole truth about that situation, but Dragic said they told him one thing with personnel and did something else.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Check out the night for Dragic. He's got 10 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really spaced the floor.
And the Spurs making a change here. Lee's checked in. Orlando also making some changes. West is checked in for Lure, and Harkless is subbed in for the Machine. And he makes the first but misses the second.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
So it's Orlando now after the basket by San Antonio. In transition, here comes San Antonio, and he gets the bucket. Jefferson's got the lead up to 4 now for the Spurs.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession. Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
So it's San Antonio now after David West's bucket. Lee dishes to Plumlee. Back to Lee. From down low. The putback, and then Hibbert with the dunk. And the Spurs lead by 4.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Clearly, they've been outclassed in the paint, really at both ends of the floor.
Here's Dragic, and again it's Orlando converting.
And he should thank the D for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Spurs out in front. They're up by 2. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, thank you. Roy, I know you have just a couple seconds, but in a nutshell, what's going to be your approach going into the second half?
Well, we're just going to make sure we keep them off the board and keep them out of transition.
Thank you, Roy. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks so much, Doris, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the 3rd quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, this has been a good game here after one half. Everybody, welcome back to the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Kenny Smith. There was no stopping Paul Millsap in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 block. He put last game's performance behind him, doing some nice work in the opening period tonight. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
I love the way they took care of the basketball. They displayed good patience, strong decision-making, sharp passing, all of it. This is why coaches say, make the right play, not the spectacular play. Well, unless the spectacular play is the right play, that's fine. But don't give away possession. That's the moral of the story.
With it, they keep setting good screens, running these pick and rolls, they'll be tough to beat.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the 3rd quarter to begin. We will see you after the final buzzer.
And now,
Orlando's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Here's who Scott Skiles is starting the second half with. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with West. Then there's Dragic, and it's Middleton in at the shooting guard position.
And for David West last season, the thought was he might increase his production with Paul George out, but the opposite happened. West suffered his lowest scoring output in a decade, only 12 points per game on 47% shooting. Rough showing for the former All-Star.
Well, Greg, getting back to West, even though his scoring was down, his playmaking was up. You were talking about that. Clark, 3.5 assists A game last season, by far the highest number of his career.
Yeah, one of the very best pros I've ever been around. He's very smart. He's tough. He's all about team. And, you know, he makes things happen. Impacts winning in a lot of ways, and those assist totals indicate that.
He hits the second from the line. San Antonio leading. And Walker kicks to Lopez. Pass to Hood. He feeds it to Millsap. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Millsap's got 17 now.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Dragic kicks it to West. Back to Dragic. Lopez with the block. Walker against Middleton. There's the pass to Hood. Fires the three. It's hauled in by the Magic. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Dragic. Back to Middleton. He kicks to West. Outside Dragic. For 3, Middleton. Offensive rebound. Here's Valanciunas.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Here's Walker. Great D that time from Middleton.
Well, he's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Dragic with it. Now Thomas defending. Thomas against Dragic. He dishes it to Leonard. Rejected by Millsap. And they get it back.
And a quick look at the numbers for Middleton. He's putting up 13 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. Spurs have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Walker with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Outside, Walker. And it's Walker again missing.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Dragic kicks it to West. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Boy, a rough start to the second half. 5 straight clunkers.
Pass to Lopez. Thomas against Valanciunas. Here's Hood. And the shot falls short this time. The Magic have gone 0 of 5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. Dragic the pass to Middleton. West against Thomas. West kicks to Middleton. Shot clock at 6. Feeds to Leonard. To tie. Goes back up. Rejected by Millsap. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
2 points. Magic substitution. Number 16.
Leonard with the ball. Now Thomas defending. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Magic lead by 1. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to.
Was at times. At the stats for Jonas Valanciunas. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. 3rd in field goal percentage. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And, you know, that's an impressive accomplishment. He just refuses to take bad shots. That's why he's one of the best in field goal percentage.
John Lure, he's checked in for the Magic. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
And, you know, for Leonard, you can add that Defensive Player of the Year award to his hardware list, and that puts him in elite company, one of only 3 players to win Defensive Player of the Year and Finals MVP.
And for Leonard, winning the Defensive Player of the Year didn't change him at all. I mean, he received a card for winning that award and gave it to charity. Went out of his way to thank his teammates during his acceptance speech. I mean, I think it speaks of his character and really the impact that Popovich has had on him and that entire Spurs team.
He hits the second from the line.
You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
Screened by Valanciunas. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or she'll give up points in a hurry.
And that one's good. Millsap.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
Now here's Leonard. 15 points in the game. Now Valanciunas. And there's the feed to Leonard. The 15-footer. That one wide left. Spurs have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And Walker kicks to Millsap. Thomas against Leonard. Dishes it to Hood. Outside Millsap. 6 to shoot. Drops in the layup for 2. Millsap's got 8 here in the quarter.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Here's Valanciunas. Rebounded by Hood. Hood's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Walker dishes to Hood. Thomas a screen. Lopez kicks to Walker. Shot from the wing. It's hauled in by the Magic.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Outside Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Middleton inside the 3-point line. Once again off the mark, Orlando. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. And here on our 2K leaderboard, you see a breakdown of the best free throw shooting centers and power forwards over the past month. Number 1, Robin Lopez.
And with those numbers at the free throw line, he should be trying to get there as often as possible. I mean, operating among the big bodies in the paint, he gets those chances.
Yeah, and it allows him to be physical. A defender has to be careful not to body him up and make too much contact, because then you send him to the line, and those are points that usually are automatic.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Jerome Jordan comes in for Jonas Valanciunas, and the Machine subbed in for Chris Middleton. Jordan the screen. Inside, here's Leonard. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. Paul Millsap picks one up.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Rodney Hood. The Magic have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. That free throw good from Leonard.
Well, you know that Kawhi Leonard has an incredible reach with his arms, but even his hands are just massive, measured at 10 inches long and 11 inches wide. Wow.
Now here's Thomas. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Millsap passes to Thomas. To the inside, Lopez. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Well, to give some perspective on Leonard's hand size that Greg was talking about, Clark, those measurements, 11 by 10, are what you typically would find on 7-footers. Well, this kid's 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, and I'm 6'9", and I'm about 9 by 7, okay?
Huh.
So that just lets you know.
Wow.
The only other hands comparable to that, Dr. J.
Ooh, that's huge. You look at the numbers for Robin Lopez, Clark, they won't blow you away, but his impact is a lot bigger, I think.
Exactly, Kevin. I mean, he's unselfish as a player, does all the little things. He's not focused on his numbers or shot attempts, and that's a welcome deal for coaches and teammates. He just wants to help his.
And speaking of the intangibles for Robin Lopez, he's great at boxing out for rebounds and setting screens offensively. Again, things that there really aren't stats that are kept, but those are ways you can impact the game. And those are the kind of plays that often go overlooked.
Guarded by Walker. To the middle. Here's Jordan. Banked in off the glass. Jordan's got 6 points. And Clark, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Shot's good. 14 points now in the game for Walker.
And Lopez, or as they like to call him, Rolo, an elite rim protector. Just a really good shot blocker, but he doesn't chase blocks. He just challenges every shot inside without fouling.
Here's Lure. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Here's the screen. With some arc, and he gets it to go. 5 points in the game.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
And it's Walker penetrating, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 1.
Well, that's simply a great move there, Kevin. He dusted off the defense and got to the cup for the easy basket.
To the paint, here's Jordan, and he uses the glass on the layup. Jordan's got 8.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Walker dishes to Plumlee, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Whoa. That'll wake you up. My goodness.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace.
Now here's Leonard. 18 points for him. Down low, he's looking for Jordan and finds him. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Yeah, he looked clumsy on that one. He was not going to get away with that.
Yeah, he climbed all over him. I mean, there's a picture of that one in the officiating manual. So, clear, easy call.
Both teams will make substitutions. The Spurs have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Hibbert with the screen. passes to Plumlee, and he uses both hands.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Here's Houdini. Screen by Monroe. Off the screen. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Matthews.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Here's Plumlee, and that one is stuffed right through.
Sheer, unadulterated power right there. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely. A resounding dunk.
Just a take-no-chance slam by the big fella.
Here's Monroe after the basket by San Antonio. Shot clock at 6. Second chance shot. The shot is off. Great D that time from Hibbert.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, I mean, deterred them from those plans.
Now here's Hibbert. 6 points for him. Screen by Lee. Jefferson kicks to Hibbert. The dish to Lee. From 18 feet away. Orlando grabs the miss. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Leonard attacking. Over in the corner, Matthews. Screen by Monroe. And Matthews kicks to Monroe. And Lee pulls it down.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
That drops.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
The Magic trail by 5. A minute 50 left to play in the third. A 3 from Matthews. And Lee pulls it down. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Outside Jefferson. Kicks to Plumlee. Pass to Lee. Plumlee with the screen. Outside Jefferson. Can't get it to go. Orlando's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And here's Matthews for the 3. And it's Matthews again missing. San Antonio leading by 5. Jefferson with it. Guarded now by Harkless. Jefferson passing to Lee. He feeds it to Hibbert. Inside. And the dunk by Jefferson.
That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Plumlee sets the pick for Jefferson. Now the pass to Plumlee. Lee dishes to Hibbert. Nato. Matthews with the rebound. The Magic trail by 5.
And they can guarantee this is the last possession of the quarter if they hold it.
And I'm guessing that's exactly what they're probably going to do here.
Here's Houdini. Down low. Knocked away. Plumlee with the steal. The drive by Lee. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. And we've reached the end of the third. Spurs lead by 5. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Spurs leading by 5. Plumlee out there with Paul Millsap. And there's Kemba Walker. Then it's Lee, and it's Thomas in at the 3. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Middleton left side. He kicks it to Valanciunas. Plumlee with some nice D. And San Antonio shooting straight 49% from the field. Lee with the ball. Now guarded by Dragic. West with the block. And here's Dragic. He dishes it to West. The shot no good. Plumlee with some nice D. West has gone 1 of 4 so far. And Walker kicks to Plumlee. They set the pick. Here's the 3. And Lee with the basket on the assist by Thomas. Lee's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for San Antonio. Walker against Dragic. Pick by West. Middleton for 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Lee's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Shot's good by Walker. And it's a 10-point San Antonio lead.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Now here's Matthews. Valanciunas with a screen on Walker. Clock at 6. Here's West. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Spurs leading by 8. Plumlee sets the pick for Walker. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Pass to Dragic. Pick by West. Dragic the pass to Matthews. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Valanciunas, good.
They're leaning on that mid-range shot right now. That's 6 of their last 10 points from that area.
And it's working. As long as the defense gives you space, hey, let it fly.
Now here's Walker. And that one's good. Millsap's got the lead up to 10 now for the Spurs.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Scott Skiles said to his team. He didn't exactly take it easy on them, saying, how much do you want it? Don't tell me. Show me out there. We have to play better. We have to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Walker against Dragic. Outside Matthews. Inside West. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. San Antonio leading by 8. Up top, Walker. He's guarded by Dragic. Feeds it to Hood. Dishes it to Millsap. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Walker's shot is off. For Orlando, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Dragic dishes to Middleton. Dragic against Walker. Now here's Matthews. Defense is right there. Clock at 4. And he banks in the layup.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. This is the time to attack on the interior and convert those easy opportunities.
Here's Walker after Wesley Matthews' score. Dragic with it. Picked by West. It's Dragic with the drive. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Valanciunas.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you're better off sending them to the
again missing.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Now here's Dragic. Picked by West. Matthews with it. He's picked up by Millsap. Another shot. West. Nice move. Can't hit. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Here's Hood. Millsap kicks to Thomas. Lopez a screen. Matthews against Thomas. Here's Millsap. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. One-on-one fast break. Shots good by Middleton.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
Now Walker, the feed to Millsap. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And though he's been working on his offensive skills, defense and rebounding are Valanciunas' bread and butter. That was the case with him when he was playing in Lithuania clubs, and it's the case now.
It still sure is the case. I mean, it's hard to find a guy with this combination of size, athleticism, and fluidity. Just a tad over-aggressive at times, but I'd rather have to turn a guy down than to turn him up.
And watching Valanciunas rebound, it's clear he has all the tools. Great anticipation, really looks to box out. Strong vertical, might just need to add some strength to become a perennial 10-rebound-a-game guy.
He hits both from the stripe.
And for Valanciunas, he's been working on his defensive consistency. Last year, he actually increased his blocks per game while lowering his fouls per game. That's a big step forward in his development.
Now here's Valanciunas. Outside Leonard. Passes it to Middleton. Right side Dragic. Offensive rebound. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
David West playing well. He has 9 rebounds, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Spurs leading by 3. Lopez a screen. Walker the pass to Millsap. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 11 rebounds in the game. Dragic kicks to Middleton. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Middleton's got 4 points this quarter. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Walker against Dragic. Outside Thomas. Down low. It's stolen by West. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way.
Some great play by Kawhi Leonard tonight. He has 20 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And it's Walker penetrating. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Walker's got 20 points. And guys, here in the 4th quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Now here's Dragic. The dish to Leonard. Screened by Valanciunas. Just 5 on the clock. Leonard the pass to Valanciunas. Another miss by Orlando.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Outside Thomas. Kicks it to Millsap. From 11 feet away, the shot misses. Nice D from Valanciunas. Orlando's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Middleton dishes to Dragic. Pass to Leonard. Launches it. It's hauled in by Thomas. Thomas got 4 rebounds now tonight.
1 made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Here's Millsap. Outside, Walker. Millsap a screen on Dragic. Walker goes in. Here's Hood. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Yeah, showing some strength in the paint there. Tough rebound.
Thomas kicks to Walker. Outside Thomas. Spurs working the ball around now. And it's Walker penetrating. He feeds it to Lopez. And here's Leonard. The pass to Valanciunas. Outside Dragic. Looking to end the drought. Here's West. And he misses the go-ahead basket. San Antonio leading. Here's Walker. And he gets it to go. Walker's got 10 points in just the second half.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that one.
One guy who's been getting it. Monroe's checked in for Valanciunas. Middleton outside. Left side, Leonard. Millsap with the steal. Right side, Thomas. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 9th assist in the game now.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Now, here's Dragic. Outside, Leonard. Stolen by Walker. And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way. Here's Thomas. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And it's a 7-point Spurs lead.
Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Clearly the reason for the timeout, Greg. I mean, he wants his guys to toughen up inside and start protecting the rim.
.151 left in the fourth. Leonard on the wing. Back to Dragic. Middleton on the wing to halt the run. Rebounded by the Spurs. Lopez has got his 6th rebound on the night.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Walker with it. Over to the left wing. And here's Millsap from the arc. And the call will be against Robin Lopez. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. You know, it's apparent there what a leader he is. Always communicating it and keeping everyone on the floor in sync.
And, Kevin, that's such a good point. You know, it doesn't always show up in the box score, but those leadership qualities of his are just as valuable to this team as anything else that he does. And
it's Leonard at the elbow. Leonard draws the double. Shot from 12. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And that's 11 points for David West.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Hood kicks to Walker. To the middle. Makes it off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 7.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Leonard attacking. Good D by Lopez. Clark, they're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, and they don't need to do anything to reinvent the wheel here. I mean, just take time off the clock and squeeze the orange. Don't turn it over.
Here's Hood. He kicks to Thomas. Left side, Walker. Just 5 to shoot. Millsap has the open look. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And it's a 9-point Spurs lead.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
And now,
Here is Matthews. He trains the quick shot.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
Here's San Antonio. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Pass to Mba'amute. Outside Jefferson. There's Lee with the three. Offensive rebound. Hibbert, the pass to Mba'amute. He dishes it to Lee. Feeds it to Mba'amute. And so it's San Antonio with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds, Clark.
You know what? They showed their character in crunch time, though, doing what had to be done to send these fans home happy.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, I'm here with Paul Millsap. And Paul, you really delivered tonight to help the team. What goes into a game like tonight where you put up such a tremendous stat line?
It's a good team we played tonight, but we stuck with it and we fought it out and won the game.
Great job by you, Paul. Guys, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Now we'll go to the studio with the award-winning Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul Millsap. He had a tremendous first half, and that clearly inspired the whole team after halftime. Gave him a big lift.
You gotta love Paul Millsap showing us all of what he's capable of. He's tough to guard. He's got a tremendous combination of an inside and an outside game. He can really do it all. He'll get you points at the rim, and he can knock down the mid-range jump shot, whatever it takes.
I thought this performance he needed to deliver, Ernie. He needed this game. You look at how he's been playing recently, and this was huge for him to come out and have a great night. You can really tell a lot about a player, how they break out of a slump. He responded exactly the way he needed to.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.